exercise. This is one of my favorite workshops. Um, this particular information I'm going to be sharing with you guys has really made a tremendous difference in my life, and my longevity, and my health. All right. I'm actually 64 years old. I'm incredibly active. And what I'm going to be teaching you is a way of doing exercise that's really healthy. Not only healthy, but doesn't allow your body to break down so you're having injuries all the time. Then you can't exercise. That happens all the time, right? So it doesn't break down your body the same way, all right? And really, the greatest things about it is that you do much less and you get a lot more, right? And you could all use that. Another great thing is that you don't have to go to a gym to do this. It's just a way of thinking about exercise, so you could really do it anywhere, any way. You could put it into a walk. All right. So here we go. So who wants to be healthy?
I do.
I do. I do. Right. Who wants to be fit?
I do.
You do. Now, are those the same things? Can you be fit and not healthy? Well, what do you think? Can you think of anybody who might be fit but isn't healthy?
Actually, yes.
You can.
Yeah.
So let's go back and just think about what health is. All right. So what is
Well, it's taking care of your body and making sure you eat foods that are good for your body and maintaining a good weight and mentally taking care of yourself.
mentally healthy too,
Yes, you
right?
gotta have, the inside, outside.
Right. I mean, to me, when I feel healthy, I feel a lot of energy. I feel happy.
Yes, you can
Right.
breathe better, you can think better, clear vision.
You could think better. You
Yes.
have energy. You feel free to be able to do the things that you want to do.
Correct.
Right. I think health is freedom. When we talk about health in some of the other workshops, we talk about adaptability, the ability to adapt and respond to things that happen to you.
Right.
Be that physical or mental, emotional. The better you're able to adapt, the better life you have.
Yeah.
And
Correct.
that's health. Okay. So I'm going to ask that question again. Can you be fit and not be healthy?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Right. And think about it. I could think of a lot of people who were like exercise junkies, right? And they just exercise all the time, I kind of.
But they can't handle any little bit of stress, and they
Get
they
overwhelmed
react.
easy. They're reactive, right?
Maybe they have bad habits also.
Right.
Yeah.
So it could be a part of health, but it's not the whole part. The nervous system's not right. The digestive system's not
Right.
So one part of them. So the kind of exercise we're going to be talking about is actually going to support your health. All right. So why should we exercise? What are the positive effects of exercise? Can you help me with that?
It's a stress reliever.
Right.
It also helps to keep you in shape.
Right.
Circulation gets
Right.
better.
So good for your heart.
You get more oxygen, because you'll be able to breathe better.
Right. So it's good for your respiration. Right.
It's very good for your legs, I would think, because this way,
If you want to have nice looking legs.
well, not just nice, but legs, I would love to have that.
That support you.
But legs that work.
Right. So
Balance.
Right. That's good. On this slide that you guys can't see, it has positive effects on blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, cancer, depression, and most importantly, libido. And so everything just works better. It's just great for your health. All right. So we're going to be talking about something called human growth hormone. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
You've heard of that?
I have.
All right. So human growth hormone is a hormone that our body produces, and we end up making less of it as we age. All right. Now, human growth hormone. I have a whole slide here. I'm going to read it out real quick. This reduces fat, balances cholesterol levels and heart function, maintains optimum blood pressure, right? Increases stamina, endurance, and better sport performance, increases muscle mass, decreases chance of diabetes, increases libido, and it's created by fast twitch muscle fibers. Remember that. So this stuff sounds really good. All right, reduces. So, hi, Davida. You're late. So why is this here? All right, so human growth hormone, we'd say is a really good thing, right?
Yes.
Sounds like a good thing that we want lots of. And remember, it's created by fast twitch muscle fibers. I want to just put this in cortisol and adrenaline. Too much exercise could actually create too much cortisol, which is stress hormone.
Mm-hmm.
And that could create anxiety, depression, and addictive behavior.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had a patient many years ago who had trouble sleeping. All right. And she figured if she just like exercised 2-3 hours a day, every day, it would make her tired and exhausted and she'd be able to fall asleep. She literally didn't sleep. I mean, it was like maybe an hour a night. So she was actually manifesting the problem.
Now, doesn't cortisol also cause an accumulation of abdominal fat?
Oh, yeah. Yep. That's because you're in a fight or flight, so your body starts storing fat because it's afraid that it might not have food.
Right. My body's always working.
So we're going to look at the difference between exercise or physical activity. All right. Exercise is something that actually enhances both your fitness and your health. Physical activity may or may not improve fitness and can actually hurt your health. Just an interesting thing, just to think about that. So we're going to talk about running and jogging. 60% of runners are injured a year. It breaks down your body. And people who do like really long distance, like marathon running, it actually increases cardiac risk by
Really?
7 times.
Wow.
I used to run all the time.
Yeah.
And I had.
So it's actually, and people who do like, what they do, they actually breaks down heart muscle
Really?
when you do a lot of long distance running.
Wow.
And it stimulates slow twitch muscle fibers. So it's low H human growth hormone. So it doesn't give you that human growth hormone, which is what we really want. Okay, which is going to help us be more healthy. All right. So we're going to talk about something called peak performance exercise. This is a particular kind of exercise that uses a high intensity interval training. It activates the fast twitch muscle fibers. Remember, fast twitch muscle fibers, right? That's the stuff that we want, right? It activates 770% more human growth
Wow.
than, let's say, something like running. And athletes who use it have been accused of shooting synthetic human growth hormone.
Wow. So juice is that good.
Yep. 20 minutes of this equals 1 hour of regular cardio.
Wow.
Makes you want to do this, right?
Absolutely. Sign me up.
All right. So it's very simple. I'll explain how you do it. And if anybody here would like these slides, we'll give you these slides. All of this information will be found on Mercola.com. So you do a 3-minute warm-up, then you do a 30-second high intensity. All right. So that means that if you're on an elliptical, that's exactly elliptical. You go as hard and fast as you can in the elliptical, 30 seconds. Then 90 seconds, you just go nice and easy, like you're hardly doing anything. And you're actually letting your heart rate go back down. That's the key. Then you do it again for 30 seconds, and then you rest for 90 seconds. Do it again for 30, as hard as you can, and then you rest for 90. So you're actually, you do this 8 times. So what's 8 times 30 seconds? That's 4 minutes. You're actually only doing 4 minutes of exercise.
Interesting.
So it's not putting all the stress on your joints and your body.
Right.
Compared to somebody who's running for an hour. Only doing 4 minutes. The whole thing is that you're getting your heart rate up and then letting it go down. And that's what creates the universe.
Oh boy.
So you could do that. You could start with walking really fast. As fast as you can, and then walk slow. Or what I do, or you could try doing this, I run up a hill and then walk down.
Oh.
But you could walk up the hill
Mhm.
and then walk down. You know, walk up the hill as fast as you can and then walk down. You do this 8 times.
Okay.
So it's 30 seconds high intensity, 90 seconds low. It's pretty simple. You could do it on a bicycle. You could do it on a one of those stationary bikes,
Yeah, treadmill.
you know, or a treadmill. So instead of sitting on a treadmill for an hour, you just follow this, okay? You don't do it 2 days in a row because it'll actually cause too much cortisol.
Okay.
You should only be doing it 2 days a week.
Read it.
That's it. So here you have 20 minutes, 3 days a week. That's it. All right? Now, there's another way of doing this too. It's slow motion weightlifting. All right? It might not be a thing, but for some other people who are watching this, this might be what they might want to do. This also produces high levels of human growth hormone, builds higher muscle mass, which burns more fat, and there's no stress on the joints as for regular weightlifting. All right? So there's 5 exercises. And again, you could all get these slides from me, or you can get this from Nicola.com. I don't think he actually has the slow motion weightlifting on his website anymore. So there's a chest press, shoulder press. So chest press is, you know, regular press. Shoulder press is this way. Row is this way. Squat or leg press. Pull down is this way. Okay. And what it is it's a slow motion. So let's say 10 seconds, let's say if it's a pull, you know, the press. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you do this 6 times.
Holding little weight.
Holding the amount of weight it would take. So it totally, you're right, muscle exhaustion at the last rep. So you have to figure out how much weight that would be for everybody. It would be different. All right. And so that last one, you just barely, you know, you got to so push through, you know. And it really, I mean, this is, and again, so these are 5 exercises, 2-minute sets, right? And of course, unless you have somebody changing the weight for you and everything, it doesn't take more than 10, 15 minutes. And this you should only do once a week. Because you really need your body to get back. For a younger person, they could do it twice a week once you start getting older. So if you have access to it, I have a press machine that actually George Basin, his cousin gave to me. You know, a stack machine, you know, like one of those new offices in my garage. So once a week, Wednesday morning, I do this. It takes me 15 minutes, and I get pretty. I feel like I had a great workout.
Right.
Well, anyway, so that's another way of producing high HGH. So there's 2 ways: one with the weights, all right, and one with the movement kind of exercise. And, you know, and also, you know, it's interesting, everybody thinks that, you know, weights aren't good for you. You know, they don't help your heart. Um, Not as good as cardio. That's not true.
Mhm.
But they're actually finding that weightlifting is really good for you. All right. So the trick is producing this hot HGL, right? HGH, I'm sorry. HGH, new growth hormone, right? Keeps you freaking young,
Right.
all right? So plenty of sleep, avoid high-fat meals before exercising, eat veggies and high-quality protein. So, you know, it's healthy stuff. Good levels of vitamin D. Right? Avoid sugar, but especially a half hour after exercise. Some studies say they have sugar a half hour after the exercise. It kills all the HGH. And 24 grams of protein within 30 minutes. That's pretty weight. Now, we want to balance things out, right? So you have, if you're only doing that 3 days a week, I like to do some kind of movement every day. Right? So I'll do stretching or yoga the other days. And that kind of gives my body a rest. It helps me be more flexible, feels great, you know, still gets my blood going. And I mix that in with core exercises. And we'll be doing a core exercise workshop here soon. All right. So, excuse me. So it's great to talk about it, but the most important thing is to do it, and really giving you a way of exercising that can really change how you feel. You feel about exercise too.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't take time, so you can't really say, "Oh, I don't have time. I don't want to go to the gym." 20 minutes, three times a week. 20 minutes.
A lot better than going to the gym.
Which, you know, by the time you get there and you get back, you're talking about a couple of hours.
Sure.
You know, you could do this at home with any number of things. You know, you could do, you know, squats for 30 seconds, which is actually a really good way to do it. And then just rest for 90 seconds. Do squats, and then rest, and squats, and rest. So, sound good?
Does.
You guys want to do it?
Yeah, sure.
Do you have an idea of what kind of exercise you're going to use to implement this?
I was thinking of maybe running up the stairs and then walking slowly down the stairs.
Yeah, that's perfect. Stairs is great.
I used to do that
Stairs
for
is
tennis
perfect.
lessons. I had to run up and down the stairs. I run up and down the stadium stairs.
Yeah.
You run up the stairs and then we would come back down backwards. So you had to go slow.
Yeah.
Then you had to run up.
See, I mean, you know, sports teams have been doing this for years. Where you do, you know, this wind springs.
Mm-hmm.
But you just run as fast as you can, and you walk back. As fast as you can, and then walk back. It's not new,
Right.
but now they're really realizing
The
the
benefits.
benefits.
The advantages.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody, and looking forward to next week. I'm not sure what the workshop is next week, but we'll send you an email. And please invite friends, invite family. They don't have to be patients at Leicester Chiropractic, but everybody's welcome. Please let people know, you know, chiropractic lifestyle is a healthy lifestyle. You know, so you could be getting adjusted, but if you're not making lifestyle changes, you're not going to see the same kind of advancements in your health. So, love you all, and have a good night. I'm
Good
gonna
night.
go. It's actually my son's 13th birthday today, so we're going to go home. I'm going to celebrate lots of sushi, maybe a little sake. Bye.
Is that all now?